Yo.
Hello.
Oh no, he's got his sound effects, man. Holy shit. What's up, everybody? What's up? Oh, there he is. Right on the money, man. Right on the money. Right on the money, baby.
What up, Gary?
What up, Medina?
Medina, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Chilling, bro. Drinking some Modelo, you know what I'm saying, blood?
I didn't know we was live already. What the hell's going on, man?
Yeah, bro. Listen, bro. I'm a Twitch streamer now. I need to get this over with to go on Twitch, baby. I mean,
a Twitch streamer. What's going on here? You
bro. Last night,
Mm-hmm.
I look up and says I have 81 live viewers on Twitch. I was like, "What the fuck?"
On Twitch by yourself, or
Yeah.
what you do, or was you doing the what you doing the other thing?
Dog, listen, I had 85 people live on YouTube, separate. That's separate, and then another 81 people live on. Bro, it's not restream. They're different chats. I was I was so confused on why that was happening. It's not like I got raided. Actually, Big Mike did raid me with like 7 people, but still, like, I was so confused. But you know what it was? I figured it out. Because somebody in the comments says, Blaze, bro, you're number 1 on Boundary, the game I was playing for that space shooter. It's like you're literally number 1. You know, when you search a game on Twitch, like
you're like featured. You're the featured content.
So I was like number 1 for like 5 minutes. I hovered there, you know. And then I dropped to like 3 or 4, but still I kept that pretty much. I just growed all night. It was crazy, bro. It was like definitely humbling to see that, bro.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
But I know everybody's been hounding me, honestly. Every time I go live by myself, like, oh, no SolidCast or and Twitter.
I thought you retired to SolidCast. I thought we were retired.
Yeah, I did. You know, I definitely wasn't bluffing, as you can see the last 2 weeks, bro. You know, or 3 weeks. You know what I mean? But Meds, and then it's like I text Meds and say, yo, fuck the podcast, fucking trash ass. But I'm saying, and no, Meds says, like, I think he like just reassures me, like, yeah, you right, like some super shit like that. It's like, bro, so you know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, fuck it, you know.
That said, fuck this. Now I want to watch the fights.
I'm like, yeah, the podcast is ass. Fuck the podcast. You right, Blaze.
You know? No, it's not like what he said. Actually, let me see.
I was being sarcastic.
You were dead serious. You wanted to watch the fights,
bro. When I'm typing you that, Meds, I'm fucking furious. You know,
for real. Oh man.
Oh man. Damn, Meds left him frozen like Elsa, huh?
It happens, man.
Yeah. Anyway, he said, you know, actually, he didn't say that. He's like, why? What happened? He was actually being a good friend. But welcome back to the podcast. I'm glad you guys. Glad I got my original little duo back. You know what I mean? They're like two Rams. You know, they like to like test their power and just every once in a while, you know. But hey, you know, they're buddies. It's Big Cloud and Meds, baby. Classic right here. You can't get better than this. Medina, how you been, bro?
We can do better than Big Cloud and Meds. But we'll settle for us tonight.
What's up?
Nah, that's never. Hey, I don't give a fuck. It's never a settle for me. It's never a settle.
Oh shit.
Never. So,
I'm back.
Meds.
We got a roast Xbox tonight. Really.
We're gonna get into it. Meds, have you bought a new game since the last time I've asked?
Have I bought a new game?
Or played a new game?
Have I played a new? I mean, how would I play a new game?
Because MLB The Show, the new one, I figured.
I actually haven't played.
Yeah.
RE4 remake? No.
Okay, I have not bought or played any new games, guys. No.
Not even RE4 remake?
That's crazy. I think at least RE4 he would
play. Damn, you skipped on that. Damn.
Bro, I haven't even touched RE4 though. And we'll get into that too.
Like, really? Okay.
Yeah, 3 hours.
All right.
Bro, you're gonna stream it then. I'm guessing you're gonna stream it.
Nah, I just I'm burnt out on single player right now.
I don't blame you.
You still playing that bootleg SOCOM shit?
Hey, watch your fucking mouth, bro. What are you talking
about? So that means yes.
Yeah, I am. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to get the devs involved with your streams. I forgot to tell you about that.
Bro, they're having a community night right now. You know what I mean? So I'll stream that later. Dude, Big Cloud, I know you ran through Resident Evil, right? You got the platinum and everything.
I'm sure he does.
Didn't platinum it, but did run through it. I gotta beat it and all that shit again for the go through the platinum runs. I haven't really touched the PS5 after beating it. Jedi Survivor. Looking forward as hell to that.
6 days Dead Island. 6 days.
There's that too. There's a lot of shit. We're all eating good. There's just a lot of shit to choose.
Are people gonna buy Dead Island?
Absolutely.
Is that gonna be relevant,
bro? So the problem Dead Island's having right now is it's an Epic Games exclusive for PC, 1, and 2. That game. Just to touch on it briefly, like you can, there's layers of zombie cutting. Like you cut flesh and it's all layered. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like you cut the skin, then the veins and the bones and it's fucking nuts, bro. Like go watch a video of their gore system, bro. Like it makes you want to like murder people, but they're zombies. Yeah, it should look fun and it's co-op, bro. You know, listen. Hey, man. Anyway, we're gonna get into the big elephant. Listen,
Burning Shores DLC. I forgot about that. Yeah.
What's that?
That's the Horizon.
Don't nobody care about that either, bro.
That's if you're gonna jump on it.
Yeah,
I'll get it eventually. I'm not in the rush for Horizon anything, especially with the remake of the first one. Supposedly, I'm not really.
I respect that Guerrilla is actually putting out DLC for that game because they could have just not did
all the quits.
Yeah, the game's massive. They don't have to put out shit, really.
No, it's good to see a little more support for it rather than just not see anything else from them for another 5 years, you know?
Hell yeah. Because, once this is done, it's back to being silent.
And nothing coming because games take 5 years to make now, you know?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So fuck it. At least they gave us something. PS5 only, too. Wow. So even though that's a cross-gen game, the DLC's next gen only.
Yeah, the DLC's next gen only.
Yep.
Wow.
And you gotta actually beat the story.
And you gotta beat the story.
So yeah, they're forcing you that. They're like, bro, you have to beat the main story in order to access this DLC. So yeah.
Who are you trying to talk about right now?
I'm just saying, y'all. You know what I'm saying? No Twitter. It's off of Twitter, you know.
Wait, what happened on Twitter?
Stay off of Twitter, man. You know what I'm saying? Play your games, my brother. Play your games. Beat your games.
Beat your games, man.
Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope for Horizon. What up, chat? Toolman, T-Mac, I see y'all. Muck, Butch, Pablo, Max B, NA. But yeah, look, we're gonna just start off with this, bro. And Meds, I know you're an Xbox believer. You love your system. Yeah, bro. You're like that. It's like the EBT of gaming. You know that.
Damn.
You can survive. You can live. It is.
I can live and survive off Xbox.
Damn.
That's true.
It's government assistant trash.
That's what it is.
Government assistant.
It's government cheese.
Now, Meds. See, Meds is not even coming back and like being hostile because every time, there's some positive, there's always a setback. Like, why the fuck? Listen, first of all, when I found out Redfall was running at 30 FPS, I didn't care so much. But when it was on
getting right into that already?
Oh yeah, we're getting into that, bro.
Okay, cool. Let's get it.
So, first of all, how incompetent of a fucking not even like I don't know if to blame it on the devs or the management. Like I don't understand like how Redfall can't run at 60 when Horizon looks light years ahead in terms of technical prowess and all that. Like light years ahead. And then you telling me on this fucking beast of a console, I bought this fucking shitty ass Xbox And you're telling me that can't get at 60 at launch, whatever? Like, it's just unacceptable, bro. Like, this is why Xbox fucking dudes get roasted all the fucking time. And then they think Sony fanboys are being toxic. No, this is like, bro, this is bulletin material right here. This is like, it's just like they're telling you, yo, like, what did they expect from this shit, bro? Like, what type of backlash did they think was gonna happen from this shit, man? Like, are you out of your mind to release a game? I get it on the Series S. I get it, even though I don't get it, because that's touted as a next-gen console, and it's not doing next-gen features. So I don't get that either, actually.
They were just advertising 120 frames per second not too long ago. And now we're at 30.
Can anybody tell me? Now, listen, like, are we gonna sit here and say 30 FPS can make or break a game? Like, I want you to honestly answer that objectively. And we're talking about console gaming here, people. We're not talking about PC
for
gaming.
A shooter. I mean, come on, bro. A shooter at 30 FPS? I don't know, man.
Hey, PC guy, what do you think?
I think 30 frames per second games are unacceptable unless they're like on like a Nintendo Switch or a Steam Deck. Like, and even then, like, I don't really want to play them. But like I did give Breath of the Wild a pass and played it on the Switch, even though the frame rate was ass, because I really enjoyed the game. But if I had the ability to play it elsewhere, I would. And
but you're also looking at Zelda on the Switch and realizing the hardware limitations. You already know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
When it's like a PS5 or Xbox Series X thing, there's no excuse, and I wouldn't play it. I do think it's unacceptable in this context.
Yep.
And I think, you remember a few weeks ago, people were up in arms about Redfall being canceled on the PS5, and people were upset. It was like, you see that? You guys were about to get a 30 frames per second game, and you guys were upset about it. You should be glad, because best believe that game is going to be 30 frames per second on the PS5 as well. And that's just not a good look. 30 frames per second games, period, is just not a good look in 2023, to be honest. I think it's going to keep happening more and more, though. I think the consoles are going to start to show their age until the refresh comes, until the what do we call
the pro units, which are
whenever those come
next year.
I think that's going to prevent that from happening. But I think eventually on these base consoles, people are going to start playing some games at 30 frames per second, man.
That's supposedly next year. So the pro units, those supposed to be for next year. So logically, you would think delay the shit. You know what I mean? You might as well just delay it at this point. If
listen, my thing is the Series X, okay, was touted again. Like, back, Microsoft said, you know what, we like this power movement. We're gonna lean on the power narrative once again for this console, and that's what they did. They leaned all over that power shit, power. But yet again, you look at games that are running ray tracing mostly on PlayStation. Yeah, I'm not saying there's not any on Xbox. Like, you see third-party games like Harry Potter go down the line running better on PlayStation. When you're looking at the hardware and you're scratching your head, like, fuck. Listen, I know a lot of you Sony guys. Oh, it's a secret sauce and Mark Cerny, bro. You're looking at the hardware. It's simple math, bro. This shit should be outperforming this shit. Period. There's no magic to it. And like over and over and over again, like, I just don't understand. Like these developers, what the fuck are they doing?
They're missing the tools.
And people are gonna take that serious, man. That's why I get mad when people say that shit.
No, see, that whole argument, that shit. I don't know what's going on over at Xbox, bro. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck's going on over there. What I'm thinking more these days is, like, if you're one of these Xbox faithful, right? Like, what's really keeping you over there, right? Like, what's like, as a console guy, really? Because, I sympathize for Xbox, and I fuck with Game Pass and shit like that. But, like, I don't really play Xbox. I play PC. Like, what are these people actually sticking around? What are these people actually sticking around for on Xbox for? Why? Just get a PC and play there. I really don't see any reason to just be an Xbox guy, like a console guy. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
It's nothing but waiting and disappointing, and being disappointed is, like, really.
But,
bro?
like,
I mean, we're still at the mercy of the ports, though, Meds. I mean, we just had the Last of Us debacle, the shitty port over there on PC.
Bro, that Redfall port might be ass, and it'll still run at over 30 frames per second. Like,
true. Yeah.
My thing is, like, why does this keep happening? Like, if you're listen, if Redfall's running at 30, you already know what Starfield's running at, right? You know, like
30,
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Todd's basically confirmed that in the interview. That's
he says our games are fine at 30, and like what? Like, listen, I think these developers I think they're looking at it like, oh man, 30. We've been playing at 30 forever. Like, what are you guys complaining about? You know, just play the game, enjoy the game. Like, but these developers are not realizing that like a fucking wave, like a tidal wave, has hit this gaming community, and like standards have changed, bro.
Yeah,
like you can't be thinking like it's fucking 2007.
And people also don't like going backwards.
They don't.
Once you have the 60 FPS, you can't just be like, oh,
exactly.
Yeah, but 60 FPS, but just on that and not on this. Like, no, we want it on everything now.
Yep.
That's
and
it.
not we, because motherfuckers like us been on this shit for damn near 10 years now, Blaze, and over 60 frames per second, like damn near 10 years now. So, but these console guys, they finally got it, and they're not trying to go back, bro.
It's like fucking
and they shouldn't
your girl.
Go back.
Go fuck your girl with a condom for a week, and then just once out of that week, fuck her without a condom.
You stupid, bro.
You ain't. I'm just saying, bro. Fire analogy right there. By the way, let me get some doves in the chat for that one. Listen, but the point is, bro, I don't want to hear power narratives anymore. I don't want to hear, fucking tools, or it's just inexcusable for a company like Xbox, with all the bad press around Xbox and not having any games.
I mean, I don't think it's an Xbox problem. I think if this game was on PS5, it would be 30 frames per second also. You don't think so?
Maybe due to the developer. Maybe.
No, Meds, I understand that. I agree. I think if it did come on PS5, they would say 30 FPS. That's not the point. The point is now that the developer is with Xbox, okay, and you can't. I don't understand how much affording, like, they can't afford this shit to have another game come out with bad press around it. Like, the game's not even out and there's already bad press around it. It's a Far Cry clone. It's running at 30 FPS. Like, why? Like, they don't understand that this shit is gonna cause fucking, like, it's gonna drive people up the wall. Like, is the game still gonna do well and people are still gonna play it? Sure, but it just shows the mentality of these Xbox developers, that just the lack of optimization, the lack of giving a fuck. I don't know what it is, but like, there's no excuse for that console behind me at what is it, 12 teraflops, that it can't run a game at 6 FPS when there's other games that look better that run at 60 and 120 FPS. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I can't comprehend it, bro. Like, you don't think that's weird that Horizon can run at 60 or 120, and then Big Cloud? I mean, for real, like, you don't think that's weird?
Oh,
I think some developers are better than others, man.
There's that too, but it comes down to what we said prior. It's just quality control, man.
And I know what someone told me on Twitter. Arcane's never made a bad game.
Here we go.
I don't give a fuck if Metacritically they made a bad game or not. I'm telling you that. What was that game that gave it? They gave 10 out of 10s everywhere. What was that shitty ass game? Deathloop. Man, if you don't take that trash out the fucking, you know what I mean? Like, listen, not for me. Not saying it's a bad game, but it just wasn't for me. But like, okay, I'm not talking about their storytelling or the way they make graphics and the way they have facial animations, the way they have lighting systems and how they bring out the world. I'm not talking about that development. I'm talking about, like, when it comes to optimizing your game and making sure that on a next gen console that's fucking bloated as the best thing out there, and it can't run 60 FPS, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's just it's fucking ridiculous.
I mean, it can, because I'm sure a patch is gonna come.
It should, but you're right, Meds. Maybe the patch will
look
come.
At Butch. Butch says that Butch said that the devs basically said that 60 FPS is coming. So essentially, the game is just being rushed.
So we're seeing another Halo situation,
which again is a management problem, which again is an Xbox problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
And this is again because Xbox is retarded. And last year at E3 they said that everything was going to come out within a year. So then when other shit gets delayed, they look stupid. So they didn't want to keep delaying the other shit. So
is that's what you think? Maybe
that's what I think. I think they're rushing the game out. Yeah.
So the game was supposed to come out. Listen, I'd rather you delay the game, and I know people don't want to hear this shit because they, especially if you're an Xbox. I think Xbox gamers at this point are so
tired of waiting.
they're tired of waiting and they're like willing to accept.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
They're tired of waiting, and because they're tired of waiting, Xbox is rushing shit out. But because they're rushing shit out, the shit is half baked. So you're still not getting what you want, which is quality shit.
Yep.
So it's I don't know, man. They fucking up over there, bro. Xbox is a trash fire. I think everybody should divest, get out. You know, get you a PlayStation, get you a PC. You know.
Really, Meds. I read Meds.
Absolutely.
You say you're talking to a bunch of casual friends. You meet up with them. And like, oh shit, man. Oh, so you still do that gaming shit? And you're like, yeah, absolutely, bro. I got a fucking PC. I got a laptop. And you're like, oh, what about consoles? And like, and you're like, fuck the consoles. But like, oh, come on, but I don't get a lot of money. I just want to get a console. What do you recommend them? Are you gonna really sit there and tell them, dude?
If you were casual, I'd say get an Xbox and get Game Pass, because you have like Madden, FIFA, all those games are on Game Pass. You know what I mean? You can play all those games on Xbox. But if you want to play some hardcore shit, then get a PlayStation or get a PC.
Do you think casuals are looking at like? I bet you there's people out there that bought a Series S, and they don't give a fuck of. They don't even know if their TV's fucking. They probably got plasma TVs still and shit. You know what I mean? I bet you. I swear to God, there's dudes out there with like they don't know what their resolution of their television is. They don't know the input latency of it. They don't know none of that shit. They just got a next gen Xbox, and they're playing their games. Like I guarantee you, there's a bunch of dudes out there like that.
Yeah, guys like that ain't playing shit like Horizon Forbidden West.
These are facts.
We all know that guy.
Bro?
He plays fucking FIFA. He plays Madden, Call of Duty, and that's it.
So, Big Cloud, in your opinion,
What's up, brother?
is this hurt? Does this hurt the direction of the game? Does this hurt the game overall, or you think it's just it's just gonna be a forgotten thing? People are gonna deal with it, and then there'll be a patch later with better optimization, 60 FPS, all that shit. Do you think people are just gonna accept it and just Do you think
you're gonna? It's a mix.
Hold on, real quick. Do you think these reviewers will bring up? You know what I'm saying? Do you think they'll bring up that? Hey, by the way, this it's ridiculous. This game's it's 2023 and this game's running at 30.
So
30
you can't bring that shit up because they're not gonna bring it up for Zelda, bro.
They're not. Okay.
It's going to be a mix of things. Like reviewers, I don't expect a whole bunch of reviewers to really point that out because it goes back to what we said prior. Dudes don't want to miss out on those codes. You know what I mean? They want to stay in good graces. So they ain't going to bring that up. They're going to judge it on other merits aside from performance. So I don't think that's going to be brought up in that particular case. In terms of how it's going to affect everybody else, though, I mean, if we're going by what we've been receiving for the longest time on PS5 and all these other games, third-party games, yeah, it is going to affect it because what is the point of a 30 FPS only for a shooter, right? And it's 2023 and they're charging you $70 for this. Hope you realize that. This is a $70 game, if I remember correctly.
Is it?
Yeah, $70. You can get it. Obviously, you don't have to pay $70 if you got it in Game Pass, but this is $70.
Oh, it's in Game Pass, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody buying that shit.
So I'm saying, like...
So
it's a bad look because Microsoft just advertised 120 FPS, and they've even said that 60 is at least a standard. Many times.
I mean, that didn't just happen. That tweet's circulating around, but that's a 2020.
That's an older tweet, right?
That's an older tweet, but
that's a 2020 tweet.
But who's that motherfucker, man, with the X? Who's that guy?
Aaron Greenberg.
That was Aaron Greenberg's loser ass. But not to whataboutism the situation, but the PlayStation 5 got 8K on the box. Like there's a whole bunch of marketing bullshit going around.
Bro, we get the marketing bullshit.
Everybody.
We get that shit. Listen, listen, man. If you're looking at that box and like, oh,
I'm gonna play 8K.
8K, like, come on, listen, bro. We get marketing, bro. That's marketing. That's that's all the flashing and the fluff, right? But when it comes down to it, bro, like, man, what I was telling Big Cloud. I was telling myself, I said, man, these Xbox podcasts. You Xbox bastards, listen, you Sony guys, I love y'all to death, bro. But I feel like there's too many dirty, dusty Sony podcasts out there. And I feel like these Xbox guys got no games and they support these podcasts in droves, bro. Like these Xbox podcasts, dog, they got crazy amount of support, bro. And it's just like I feel like a guy like Cole Eastwood, if I'm just a regular guy, a chat man, whatever you want to call, I'm hanging on to every word he says, bro. Like he's like, that's first of like, man.
Bro, I'm
And
telling
shout
you,
out to
this is gonna
Xbox.
happen more. You remember Gotham Knights? It got crucified for not having 60 FPS
Yep,
mode.
That's right.
You know, it still doesn't have 60 FPS,
it doesn't.
and it's not gonna happen. They're not doing it.
The game's pretty much dead at this point after that DLC drop. Well, not DLC.
That was like one of the first shoes to drop. Before it was the medium. The medium never hit 60 FPS on consoles either. And I'm telling you, more. There's gonna be more.
Listen, I get that, meds. I even said that, guys, don't get used to 60 because they're gonna want to push the fidelity. They're gonna want to push graphics.
At least get an option.
But the point is, when your game doesn't look good as other games running at 60, I have a problem with that, meds.
Yeah.
That's the issue. It's not like, oh, like, okay, like this game has incredible lighting, incredible crazy particle effects. You know what I mean? This is next.
And again, and that's when you blame the dev. Like, look at Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights don't even look good.
It don't.
Arkham Knight looked better than Gotham Knights.
Fact.
Hands down.
But it still couldn't hit 60, bro. It's a matter of incompetent developers. And in this particular case, I mean, I don't want to say they're incompetent because I'm sure they're gonna actually get the 60 FPS patch out, unlike
I am too.
the Gotham guys, developers. But they couldn't do it in the time that they had to do it, right? They didn't meet the deadline, and it is what it is. They didn't do their job as well as they could have, unfortunately. Maybe they should have crunched a little more. I don't know.
So would you all be in favor of a delay at this point?
Yeah, they should delay it.
Delay it for 30
This is embarrassing.
Because
that's
what delayed to next year.
The thing is,
it's not going to take that long.
Well, I'm saying, like,
it's not gonna take that long.
I'm saying, like, you know, in the spirit of delays, I mean, I'm like, I'm on that fence, like, bro, take as much time as you need to get this shit optimized, and you know what I mean, in the right look.
I wonder if they give a fuck. Like, I wonder if, like, the industry standard, I'm talking about in terms of, like, development, like, are these guys delaying this game because it's 30 FPS? What are they, out of their fucking mind? Like, you know, like, I wonder how they're like taking it and looking at it. Like, if you're Phil Spencer, meds,
I think a lot of actual developers who are in the trenches, you know, coding their ass off making games, I think they think like us. I think they're fans of games who would like their games to come out, you know, finished as well. But they, at the end of the day, they don't have to say. They have to go by, you know, the people up top, and the people up top want to put the game out this day. And we didn't finish it, and at the end of the day, we're going to have to drop it that way.
And that's the fucking, and this is the overwhelming problem with Xbox, bro.
It's management.
It's always been management, bro. It really has. When you look at the decision to show off Halo Infinite early and then take it down and then redo it. The point I'm trying to make here is, it's like they don't have a lot of games yet. We keep hearing, like, you guys hear me all the time, when the snowball effect happens, watch out. But guess what? Like I feel like all these developers are pressed to put out a product. Like Hellblade, like missing in action. Like all these games are like, we've seen the initial reveal with whether it was CGI, whether it was real gameplay or not, but they're all pressed to, like, man, like, come on, man, we need to get this shit out. Like, even with Sony, bro, Sony had a shitty year, bro. You might not like Gran Turismo, you might not like Horizon or God of War, but that's 3 quality games, bro.
Yep.
With multiple modes, 60 FPS, different resolutions, ready to go package. Sony has a calendar, bro, and they look at that calendar and they fucking manage their shit around that calendar, bro. That's it. Yeah, like, this is why when dudes say, oh, come on, Sony got to have a state of play, they're too fucking silent. No, they're not. You know what? Y'all are impatient as fuck, bro. Sony smart. Why go out there and put yourself out there on the ledge and say, hey, this game's coming, or announce a game, and now the game's not even, oh, by the way, we showed the trailer, Sony, but we're not even ready. That was just, you know, it's like, why show off product?
They've been burned by that in the past. Sony has put out trailers of games that didn't come out till 10 years later.
Fact.
They've done that. So, I mean, they're not going to keep doing that bullshit.
Last Guardian was a prime example of that.
Yeah, that's the game I'm referencing. but yeah, like, they've made these mistakes already. And like I said, Xbox is feeling the heat now because their stupid asses went on the E3 stage talking about these games are all going to come out in the next 12 months. Yep. And obviously a lot of them aren't.
All right, check this out. When did the Series X launch?
2020. I want to say late 2020. No, late 2020.
Was it 20 or 21?
20.
Okay, 20. What year are we in?
23.
Okay. Now, how many exclusives will come out in 3 years?
I mean, it's been a good amount. Are they like super utmost awesome quality, probably not.
Can you name me 5, Mets?
5? I mean, exclusives, like, there's no exclusives because everything's on PC.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Fuck the, yo, if it's on Xbox and not on PlayStation.
Okay.
How's that?
This
is tough. I know this is tough.
No, that's a good question.
Oh,
that's a good question. But look, Forza, right? Halo.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They had the game that they just dropped on Game Pass that was a big hit. What's that shit called? Hi-Fi Rush.
Okay.
They had that flight simulator, I guess.
Come on,
Grounded.
This is crazy.
Listen, man. You told me to name the games I'm naming. I told you they weren't the best games.
Bro, I'm not mad at you, bro. I'm not even mad at you. I swear, I'm not even pressing you or nothing. Like, I'm just laughing because he's like, because I know, like, bro, flight simulator, like,
because they haven't had much. Like, honestly, the only games of consequence are Forza, Halo, and I think probably Hi-Fi Rush. Outside of that, like, what do they got? Nothing.
That's fucking crazy, bro. Next gen gaming.
The Gears Tactics game, I guess. That was a good game,
bro. The point is, you can't, like, if you're an Xbox consumer and you strictly have bought an Xbox consoles over the years, and you bought an S or an X, like, I don't, and even you can't sit here and say, well, third party's has been supplying me. Like, these games take so long to come out. So even third party, you're fucking feeling the heat. Like, God damn, man, when's this game coming out, bro? Unless you're talking about a yearly release like a Madden, a FIFA, or a Call of Duty, even that's going on a 2-year cycle now. Actually, it already did do that. Need for Speed, 2-year cycle. These games are taking longer. So even you're thinking, oh, well, I got third party to back me up. Wrong fucking answer, you do. I'm just saying, bro.
That's why first party is actually more important than ever, because third-party games are fewer and further between now. Like, you can fill the gap in with indie games, but a lot of people aren't into indie games. I am, but I know a lot of people don't fucking touch them.
No, listen, indie games are, that's what I feel like. Listen, man, I feel like there's a missing genre, like, and it's called AA gaming. Not even indie, AA, like just those, like, what was that game? Bullet Storm. Like, just, I'm not saying that was a AA game, but like, it just didn't have. Like,
I mean, it was. There's like lower title AAA games, like,
right.
Even a game like Outriders looks like a game that's not like a super huge budget. Like, we could use more games like that. I wouldn't mind that, you know.
The problem is when those games.
Not everything has to be a blockbuster. I don't think.
Sure.
But recently, more now than ever, these AA games come out and they get demolished. Look, and I'm guilty of it too. You know, like, I don't even know if Forspoken should even count, because that's a
AAA game. That's
a AAA game, but it looks like a AA game. You know, it has features. That's what I mean. Like, that's the problem. Like, Outriders came out and got bombed on and shit. You know what I mean? So I just think if you're an Xbox consumer in the year 2023 and you bought that console, I'm not saying that you haven't utilized it or you can't play it and you still can't enjoy it. But it's stupid that it's just, there's no games on it, dude, and it's frustrating. I'm frustrated for my Xbox people, bro. I really, really am, bro. Like, you got to be kidding me, bro. You got to be kidding me. And everybody goes on these podcasts and they run down a certain direction. Either they're running this way or they're running that way. The point is, when people talk shit about PlayStation, honestly, I feel like they're just hating, bro. You know, you look at the top players, Tom Brady, LeBron James, whatever. They always get a bunch of hate. They get love, but they get a bunch of hate too. Why?
Because they're the best.
They're the best. And I'm not, listen, is PlayStation the best right now? Right now? Yes, they are.
They're not the best.
Bro, who's better?
Nintendo's the best.
Meds.
Nintendo's the best.
Meds, can you look at me? I will kick
Nintendo's the best, bro. If you want to talk about sales, they're the best. If you want to talk about game sales, they're the best. If you want to talk about game reviews, they're the best on Metacritic. They're the best, bro.
I like it. Okay. That's all you got?
That's all there is. What else?
Bro, fucking Nintendo, bro.
They make the best games. They sell the most consoles. They sell the most games.
I don't see. That's where I disagree. I don't think they make the best games.
I think they make the best games.
I think those rose-tinted nostalgia fucking Nintendo Virtual Boy glasses are hitting different for these nectar. Listen, Nintendo,
and they make the best movie. Super Mario movie was fire. Yo, have you seen the Super Mario movie?
No, we're going Monday. Monday. I'm not going.
Fire. I saw it last Sunday, bro. Heat.
Was it good for real?
Dude, really, really fucking good. I highly recommend it. I might go see it again.
No shit,
bro.
Like-
yeah.
You seen
Like-
that Jack Black video for Bowser?
So
Mets
better than Sonic.
Yeah.
for PG?
Did you watch
Way
Sonic?
better than Sonic. Way better than Sonic.
I'm just
and
trying to,
Sonic
like-
is good. And Sonic
Yeah.
is good. I like Sonic. The Super Mario movie's way better than Sonic.
Wow. Like, so I'm sure in that movie they touch on like they pull on the heartstrings like, oh shit.
Bro,
Because I seen
so
Rainbow Road.
Bro, so much fan service.
Yeah.
There's Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
There's everything. There's the blocks that the mushrooms come out of. There's everything, bro. Everything from Mario games, from old and like newer Mario games. Like there's a lot of like references in there that everybody would like if you played a lot of Mario games.
No, that's dope to hear.
Yeah.
But
Great
but-
movie.
But chat, Nintendo makes the best games. Chat, y'all listen. Are we co-signing this? Chat, like I'm just asking. Like I'm not saying. Listen, Nintendo makes quality games. No, I'm not taking that away from them. But I'm
Everybody
just
likes
saying-
using Metacritic when it comes to PlayStation. Then keep the same energy. Nintendo has the higher Metacritic games,
Bro, they cheat. Bro, these guys cheat
and they
for
sell the
Nintendo.
most games.
Okay. Bro, listen. I'm looking at Nintendo side by side Zelda games, and like I know it's a hardware limitation thing, but they look like bro, y'all want to call God of War DLC? Why am I not hearing Zelda being DLC, bro? Why am I
It
not
is
hearing
DLC.
Nostalgia.
It's absolutely DLC. Nintendo gets a pass
Yeah.
Why?
because Nintendo gets a pass for everything, bro.
Bro, Nintendo has always sold me on a gimmick. Just look at their last consoles. Like it's always like some sort of gimmick attached to Nintendo.
And I'll tell you what, it's also unfair to call Zelda DLC because it was unfair to call God of War DLC. God of War was a sequel, and it looked like a sequel, and that's what sequels are supposed to be. It didn't
Yep.
bother me that God of War looked the way that it looked, or that it played the way that it played, because that's what I expected. Like, and honestly, it's funny because God of War is a victim of being such a great sequel in terms of like 2018. Because people saw God of War 2018, and it's like, oh, this is what a sequel's supposed to be. It changes the formula. Like, bro, that doesn't happen every sequel. That was a reboot because the series needed it because it had grown stale. Every sequel's not going to be like that.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. And I know that's the other thing, man. A lot of people say, well, dude, just reboot it. Look what God of War did, bro. It's different. God
It's
of War,
fucking hard to do that, bro.
It is, bro. And God of War had a particular camera angle and a play style that it was. I'm not saying it was easy for Sony, but like the logic thing to do, like, let's refresh this game. All right, let's put the camera over the shoulder, make it all super immersive. Like they like to, what do they call PlayStation games? Third person fucking simulator machine. You know what I mean? But that was a great step for God of War. Some people to this day hate it, but like I'm not giving Nintendo no pass, bro. The fact of the matter is, if we want to give Xbox shit for reusing games over and over and over again, Nintendo's right next to them, if not worse. And I get it that Mario,
of course, bro. They're the kings of this recycling shit.
right?
Yeah.
They invented it, bro. They're the originator of this shit.
They recycle, bro. They care about the fucking planet, bro. They recycle hard. They do,
Listen,
bro.
man.
You know what they said though, Meds? Somebody, Mario was different. It was 2D Mario. Now it's like, now
Paper
Mario.
I mean, it is true. 2D Mario is very different than 3D Mario, but it's still
and Paper
Mario.
and 3D and Mario on the Hat, Odyssey. Like it's different, but it's the same IP, dog.
Yep.
And that's one thing that Sony does better than Nintendo. Sony's willing to move on from shit.
Yep.
And make new shit. Which
Right.
I think is what they should do right now. I think we should not have Last of Us 3 be the next Naughty Dog game, but that's just
can we admit now that Sony makes the best new IPs? Or
they're the only people making new IPs, so yeah.
They're the one making
They're the only ones doing it, so yeah.
Yep.
I'll say that, but I mean, bro, listen, I'll stand by what I said earlier about Nintendo making the best games, man.
Meds, if I got a Switch right now, I got a Switch OLED in the box for you, and I got a PS5 in the box for you. What are you taking? Don't lie, Meds, please.
I'm probably taking this.
Yeah,
I'll take the PS5 because I don't have a PS5
dog,
and I already have two Switches.
That's what I'm saying.
I already have two Switches. But that's the thing though. I have two Switches. Have I bought a PS5? I bought both those Switches. I didn't buy the PS5 yet because I didn't want it as bad as I wanted those Switches.
I feel like listen, Meds. I checked your trophy score. and you played games and you enjoyed it. You played God of War. I think God of War is your last AAA game you played from Sony.
No,
On the
Spider-Man. I got the platinum.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, if you looked at my account, you see that I have the Spider-Man platinum.
And you did. So my thing is like, where did all this hatred? Like, it's like this
what hatred? There's no hatred.
It's not hatred. He just wanted something different.
Hatred.
Man,
obviously, I like the games. I have platinums in a lot of the games.
But I'm saying, like, bro, you'll go buy a fucking replacement wheel for your one wheel for fucking $800, but you won't buy a PS5 that's gonna give you so much enjoyment, brother.
See, the thing is, a PS5 is $500, which is that's not a big deal.
$400.
Okay, fine, $400. That's not even what I'm really thinking about. The $400 is not what I'm thinking about. It's the $70 a pop every time I want a game. That's what I'm thinking about. So I don't want to.
Bro, like Red Hood literally said, "I got you, bro." He's literally said, "Take the keys. Every game I purchased is yours."
Yep.
And eventually I'll take him up on that offer and I'll play these games. But bro, I'm not even playing that many games, period. It's not like I'm like hardcore gaming on my Xbox and putting in
what's going on?
And putting in a bunch of fucking achievements on Xbox. I'm not playing many games, period, right
bro.
now.
What happened to you? Listen, what game was it that you like, dude? I'm done with this shit, bro. What game was it?
I don't think it was that. He probably just got burnt out.
No, I had a good time gaming last year, actually, bro. I played Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I know you're gonna roll your eyes, but Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I thought was a fucking like 9 or 10 out of 10. Like I think, bro, no, dude, I think Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a masterpiece of a fucking game. Like I fucking love that game, and I played that last year, and I thought it was heat. Like, dude, I still enjoy gaming. It's just I'm doing other things in life, bro.
Bro, and I don't want to sound like a lame fuck. Like, what are you doing better than gaming, right? Because come on, bro. It's just meds. I don't know.
I'm gonna send you some pictures of what I did Sunday, right? Because I went to see the Mario movie, and then I had a very good rest of my day too. I'm gonna send you some pictures. No.
Okay.
You'll see.
Okay.
But bro, I'm just having fun, and I'm also working a lot.
Same. But bro, listen. I just want to say, like, if I'm not trying to sound like a nerd with this shit, but like, if it wasn't for gaming, honestly, like, I don't know what the fuck I would do, bro. Like, there's only so many times you can beat your dick. Like, what else can you do in the day? Like, I'm a homebody type of guy, bro. I don't like moving, bro. We went to this this baseball game today, and I go to the bartender. I'm already in a bad mood. Like, yo, you guys got Modelo here or not, bro? He's like, oh no, we do. I'm like, oh, okay. So it was like a nice dopamine shot to my brain. I'm like, all right, where is it? All right, where? I chill. I'm drinking. I'm eating some Jack Move Glizzies. I'm having a good time, Then, that headache creeps in. I'm like, fuck. And my girl's like, already look at me. She's like, you want to take the keys and pick us up?
Oh no.
I say, yeah, babe. I actually do. Thanks. Bro, I can't do it, bro. I want to be home, bro. I ain't trying to do none of that, bro. Like, I'm a homebody, so if I'm home a lot, what else am I doing? Meds, the problem with you is, what the problem with you is? You're a single male that needs to find a girl and settle the fuck down, man. That's your fucking problem.
No.
Hell yeah, you do, bro.
No.
Get some good males in every night.
I was hanging out with somebody's girl the other day. Those are the pictures I'm going to send you.
Come on, bro. Meds, you need to settle down, bro.
I like having a girl. I just don't like the girl being my girl.
No, God.
Listen, have you ever seen my girl? Listen, my girl stormed in here a few times. Like, oh, what the fuck? You gonna give me some attention tonight? But she give me space, bro. Like, you gotta have them boundaries, dog. Like, bro, you can have your life without a girl impeding you all the time, bro. It's okay.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm getting older.
Maybe
that instinct will kick in.
Me and you about the same age.
Bro, Blaze. In exactly 31 days, I'm going to be 32 years old.
Yeah, bro. You better cream pie somebody and get
I'm getting old. I'm getting old, buddy.
32. I'll be 31 in August.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Time flies, bro. Time flies.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, yo, this the problem I have too. When games like, oh, take your time. That game's 3 years out, bro. Just add 3 years to how old you are right now. That shit's scary, bro.
Not for nothing. The older I get, the more I am willing to wait, because the more, like, a long period of time feels like it's nothing. Because it's coming in 3 years. Oh, that's nothing. You know what I mean?
bro. 3 years from now, listen, bro. I'm in my
Rev's retiring from YouTube in 3 years. We already know that. He's done.
Like, shit changes year to year with me, and I'm just telling you, I'm in my early 30s, and like, I can't even imagine. See, I get why Rev feels like that sometimes. Like, man, I'm fucking 40 years old doing this shit. Like, what the fuck am I doing, bro? Like, I get it, bro. But at the end of the day, if this is your hobby, this is your hobby.
I don't think there should be an age limit on anything. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, no. There got to be some age limits.
On what?
On interacting with women, on drinking
alcohol.
and
no. If the woman is your age, if you're 90 and you macking on a 90-year-old chick, I don't care.
Okay, that's different. That's different. But what about if you're 45 and you macking on a 15-year-old?
Well, that's illegal, sir.
So that's legal.
That's out of the question, regardless, sir.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. That there's got to be some sort of age requirement.
No, yeah, but as long as it ain't legal, I don't see as long as it's not illegal, I don't see a problem with any of this kind of stuff. Like, should I stop? I don't know, riding my bike at 40 or something? Should I stop going to the gym at 50? You should do shit as long as you could possibly can. Like, if I can still skateboard, because I like to skate too. If I can still skate when I'm fucking 60, I'm still gonna do it.
Shout out to Delta with the $2. Good to see y'all, fellas. And I appreciate you, Delta. Always appreciate seeing you here, showing support, all that. Shout out to is that Dark in the chat? Let me see.
Dark is in the chat. Porter Rock is in the chat.
That's Porter Rock. Never mind. My fault.
Porter Rock in the chat.
Oh shit! that's just Porter Rock, bro. My fault.
Shout out to Porter Rock.
Shout out to P Rock, bro. But yeah, I think I've pulled my pants down and literally shit all over Xbox, and it's well deserved, honestly. It really
is well deserved, bro. It's time, bro. It's time. Like, how many you Xbox guys got to wake up, man? Because y'all are being sold a bill of goods. Y'all can't keep saying it's gonna be next year. Y'all can't. How long are you gonna say
this?
This?
How long have they been saying this?
How long are you gonna say this? How long are you gonna say this, man? It's over, man. It's Jover. It's Jover, baby.
How long have you Xbox guys been telling us? But when E3 was lit, it was E3. Now it's next year. Wait for next year, bro. It's you're fucking borderline trash right now, bro. I'm being dead ass with you. Like, you got fucking issues, bro. Like, wait till next year, bro. Shout out to Benji with the hashtag. It's a fact, bro. It's crazy, man. But yeah, we can move on from Xbox, bro. I don't want to ever hear, I don't want to listen. This is why I got off Twitter. If you notice, I'm not arguing with you bots no more, bro. I don't want to hear nothing you have to say to me. Like, listen, if you're a true Xbot and like you don't play, like, I play the competitor. I play Xbox. I said the competitor. Look where I'm seeing.
What the fuck? What?
Bro, see,
I'm adoption.
When I drink a little bit, my Sony side come out heavy.
Oh man.
But listen,
that's when you become a fanboy, when you're drinking.
Yeah, I can't help it, bro. I start to like think of that old bitch. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
Oh man.
But listen, the point is, I don't want to argue with you bots no more. Like, there's nothing for you to say. Like, you guys can come with these dumbass directions and try to tweet at me with this bullshit. Like, that's why I'm done. Listen, first of all, Twitter is trash. Yeah. Secondly, I'm not responding to none of you bots anymore. Like, you guys can like zoom in. You guys can do whatever. Bro, you guys have nothing to say to me. Put out quality content games. Put out new IPs that are actually memorable and people actually give a fuck about. And then we can talk, bro. Until then, you're just same old Xbox the last 10. Think about this. Xbox narrative hasn't changed in the last 10 years. Think about that. What I'm telling you, chat. For real, sit down and think about 1 second. The narrative of Xbox has not changed in 10 years. 10. That's tough, bro. Y'all have been the same fucking company. Mismanagement, fucking bullshit games. Just back up the truck, throw money at it. Back up the truck, throw money at it. Bro, that money can buy you shit, but it can't make you the best shit, bro.
Yep.
Clearly, you've proven that to us. You can pay, like, I can take money and say, I want to make a game. But if those people that I'm paying are fucking dog shit at what they do, it don't fucking matter how much money I throw at them.
I mean, the only positive news that's been coming out there fucking camp is just the whole Xbox. I mean, the whole Activision thing. That's it.
And we ain't doing the ABC shit tonight, bro.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's been coming like out of their camp that's like good in their favor. Everything else, it's still either wait till.
Yo, to be honest, I actually do. Yeah, again, I think they are gonna eventually turn it around. But it's just like at this point, it's like when if you've been waiting. I guess this is why this Xbox stick around, because like I've been waiting this long, I might as well wait the little bit left that there's left to wait. But I just feel like how long you're gonna keep getting fooled, and how fool me once, shame on this is fool me like 17 times
50 times.
Like, what number are we on?
What's the game? What's the game that comes out and you're like, all right, like what does Xbox have to do? They come out with one extremely positive Metacritic game. That's below, like what what I mean? What has to change? Like, is it just one game and then they're back in pocket?
No. I think. What do you mean back? Like, what do you mean?
Like, I'm saying, like back in the good graces of everybody. Listen, like I think once
Starfield falls, drops, everybody's gonna shut up, because I do think that's gonna be a banger. But like in terms of getting the the naysayers to shut up, they need to drop like 4 banger games in a year, or 3 banger games in a year, back-to-back years. Like, it has to be a level of consistency shown. That's what is lacking here, because they do drop gems from time to time, but they don't do it all the time. They need consistency, and that's what Sony's got. That's what Nintendo's got. And until people see that, they're not going to change their reputation, even if they drop a banger here or there.
What about you, Big Cloud? Like if you're Phil Spencer right now, are you like, what are you thinking? Like in your head, like what? Like do you like? This is what I want to say, because people are like, oh my god, when Phil Spencer changed Xbox, and did Phil Spencer do a lot of good shit for Xbox? Absolutely, bro.
Yeah,
you're fucking ignorant if you say no. But what I'm telling you is, I'll go back to my boy Don Matrick with the bowl cut, bro, and he came out with that. That ass, like Don Matrick was like, yo, Don Matrick let his dick
cutthroat.
Yeah, he let his dick hang. He said, yo, if you can't buy a next gen shit, bro, then you know what I mean? Like we got a 360
shit.
Bro, facts. Like, yo, it's not like he's marketing the competitor. Like, oh, but why? Because it's the fucking army. Y'all gotta take offense to it. Who gives a the point is he had shit ready to go, bro. He had what's that? Dead Island, Dead Nation? Fucking
Dead Nation, I think no,
not Dead Nation.
Oh, Dead Nation is a PlayStation game.
What's the dead fucking the Square game? They make it. Dead something. The fucking zombie version
Dead Rising.
You're talking about Capcom, Dead Rising.
Yeah, Capcom, sorry, not Square. Capcom, right? They had that going. They had the Killer Instincts. They had of course, the Forzas and shit. I'm just saying, Don Matrick had his shit together, bro. He was letting his dick hang, and y'all didn't like it. You know what I mean? Here come Phil Spencer fucking up our whole game and shit. Like, hey, you don't need to pay full price for games. We got like, man, get the fuck. Like, yo, Don Matrick was that dude, man. Shout out to Don. Yo, I swear to God, if I seen Don Matrick, I'd dap him like, yo, you were that dude, bro. Fuck out, fuck, fuck Phil Spencer, bro.
Ain't he like a CEO of something like he's not in gaming at all or something?
I don't know where that man is. He's probably messing up some random company. He's probably releasing eggs cost $12 now. I'm blaming somebody.
Big Cloud, you watched the PlayStation event
for a couple minutes, yeah. And I clicked off.
Why did you click off?
Well, I mean, it's the answer to this question. I'm not a Final Fantasy guy. That was all it was focused around.
Okay, but
it was good. It looked good. It was a good showcase. Nothing bad to say about the showcase. It was good.
Big Cloud, I'm not a Final Fantasy guy either, but you can't look at that product and say it's not a good looking product.
No, nothing like that. No,
okay.
No, I'm saying it was a good show. The game looked great. It looked fantastic. I'm not really a Final Fantasy guy. It wasn't my type of game, but it looked really, really good.
Bro, I want to make this clear to you. I don't give a fuck about Final Fantasy, bro. But I'm telling you, this is the game in the direction they've taken, a more darker, grittier game. Is my type of direction.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the direction, and I've never been excited for a Final Fantasy, and I'm not gonna tell you that I'm excited.
Oh, this is gonna be the one you pull the trigger.
Red Hood promised me a free copy, bro.
Red Hood is well, there's the plot right there. Plot
nothing, man. Red Hood is hilarious. That's
exactly.
all I'm gonna say.
Bro, he wants people to love
Red Hood.
He really does.
I hope you're watching.
Yeah,
you're the funniest motherfucker in the world, bro. I love you.
Damn,
man,
shame. What's up?
Shame.
The reason I started with Big Cloud because I know you're a big, you've been a big you've critiqued Final Fantasy pretty badly. I feel like, yes, you have. So what are your thoughts of this Final Fantasy?
I think it looks fantastic. I can't wait to play it. I hope everyone enjoys it.
So he's not happy with it. No, come on. I want you to break. Is it the fucking? There's no turn base. Is that what's fucking pissing you off? Like what? I'm serious. Like,
I think it looks great.
But you're a big Final Fantasy guy. Like what is getting you? What is you look at the product and you're like, oh, it's giving you a turn off. What is it?
I'm turn off? I can't wait. I'm so hyped.
Meds, bro. You can try that shit with the chat, dog. You can't try it with me, bro. I know you, bro. Listen, I don't know what is throwing Meds off, bro, but he clearly does not like the direction of the last three Final Fantasy. 3. Final Fantasy, what was the last one? 14?
To like 50 at this point.
15.
Listen,
okay.
Bro, I'm tired of having a Final Fantasy conversation. I'm not into Final Fantasy anymore. That's just the long and the short of it.
Must say, don't let Red Hood pull.
I hope everyone enjoys it. I will not be purchasing or buying or playing this game.
That's crazy to me.
There you go.
That's crazy to me, bro. That's what did it. You see Meds like Haze Gaming. That was his beloved franchise, and they shit in his mouth.
My favorite game of all time was Final Fantasy VII for the longest time. Until I played Persona 4 Golden like 3 years ago, Final Fantasy VII had been my favorite game my whole life, bro. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy. I was. It's just not for me anymore. They're making it for a new audience, and that's cool. That's fine.
Would you say they're dumbing it down?
I think all gaming is dumbed down these days. So I mean, I guess you could say Final Fantasy is a little bit dumbed down, but it wasn't ever that complex or deep to begin with.
Because I'm liking it because it looks more of like an action Souls type game.
Yeah,
that's just what my firm software brain of mine looks at it. Like from my perspective, I'm like, oh, this shit look like a I don't want to say a bootleg Souls game.
See, that's the thing, Blaze. Like for somebody like you, that's great because you're into that kind of stuff. But you know what kind of games I've never been into, bro? I've never been into fucking Bayonetta, Devil May Cry. Never been into any of those games. Dark Souls, the Souls series. I don't play any Souls like games. Like these kinds of like hack and slash kind of games. I'm not into them. Like the only one I've ever liked is like the OG God of War series. That's like the only hack and slash kind of game I've ever really liked. But other than that, that's it. Like
especially now Elden Ring, to be honest.
All these former RPGs are just action games now. It's like I'm not really into action games like that. So these games are just not for me anymore, man.
Yeah. Well, Meds, what is your genre? Help me figure it out.
RPG, platformer, Metroidvania, roguelike.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite genres. Like I know platformers are dead, but I love platformers.
I don't think they're dead, but you're right.
They're not dead. Like you have to play them from indie developers, which is why I play a lot of indie games.
You know, it's a fire ass platformer, bro. Like I'm talking about, like I put it in my top 5 platformers of all time, and I think people are gonna get mad at me for saying this, but like Rayman Legends was fucking lit, bro.
Oh, great fucking game. Origins and Legends, right? Both of them. Yeah, that's a great platformer,
bro. Absolutely. What a game! Like what? Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like. I don't want to get into the whole Ubisoft thing, but let me just hit the super chat. Jet Life, appreciate the 2. He said Final Fantasy isn't Final Fantasy anymore. It's Devil May Fantasy. What does he mean by that, Mitch? Devil May Fantasy. Oh, I got
He's saying that it's a Devil May Cry game. That's what I was saying earlier. Like I'm not into games like Devil May Cry. It's exactly what I'm saying. Like it's an action game now. It has like that Final Fantasy aesthetic, so you're still gonna see like your Shivas, your Ifrits. You're gonna see your Fyra, your Fyraga, Thundaga, this magic spells. You're going to see your little cactuars running around, the chocobos. You're going to see all the Final Fantasy, typical things that you see in your Final Fantasy games. But it's not going to be...
Yo, who is this Yoshi P, Meds? Like, because other than Kojima...
He's the guy who runs, like, Final Fantasy 14.
Right,
He's the
one I get
who,
that part, but, like, what...
Who turned it around.
Okay, so that's why, like, this dude, Red Hood, got his fucking... Brajola in his mouth, bro.
Oh yeah, that's why this game has a lot of hype behind it. Because Yoshi P's behind it. I mean, that's not the only reason, but it's one of the reasons why.
Does that deter you anyway? Yoshi P being behind it?
No,
like you're still not willing to play it. Period.
I'd rather have him behind it than than that other guy Nomura, who is a fucking hack and should just retire already. Send Cassie the link so she can pull up and talk her shit. Because Nomura, in Japan, they do this thing where like you're too old to really contribute to the company anymore. So they give you this meaningless job and send you to the side, and they give you this office, and basically you're just not even really working much, and you're still getting paid, and everything is cool. They need to do that to Nomura because Nomura fucking sucks, bro. Like, if Yoshi P is really the guy, then put him in charge of all this shit.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know shit about Final Fantasy. I spent my whole career hating on Final Fantasy, so I can't really, I think I might have played it on the was it Super Nintendo? One of them, and that was it for me.
Oh no! Look who showed up in the chat as soon as we got done with the Final Fantasy talk. Look who it is. Hey Red Hood. Hey Red Hood. What's going on?
Red Hood, listen. If you got something to say, you can come too. The problem with you, Red Hood, is you got those rose tinted glasses on. You don't see shit. And you see shit the way you see it because you love it.
He's like these deluded Xbox fans who have that battered wife syndrome.
Right.
Like,
it's like a firm software.
My husband's a good man.
No, actually, I take it back.
Shame.
Bro, I was gonna say it's like firm software for me because I'm always gonna say, but that's not true at all because I tell people all the time Sekiro is a dumbed down Souls game. It's a rhythm game, and that's the bottom line. That's really what it is. So.
Game of the year, sir.
No, it's not. Oh, it was. You're right.
It was game of the year.
Yeah, you know what? And I didn't care because let them get their flowers because at that time, From Software wasn't getting their flowers, and now that's all changed. Now Elden Ring changed.
Now you got Elden Ring. Elden Ring was the highlight.
Hey guys, what's up?
Shame.
Okay.
Shame.
There's no shame here.
Listen, you made me tab out.
Shame.
You made me tab out, hit copy, and then send, and then paste. You know how much work that is? So what do you got to say, bro?
Hey, man. Look, hit that like button for the homie Blaze, okay? We got, like 70 people in here. I only see, 50 like. Man, what's up with y'all? What's up with y'all, man? I'm going to get on that ass
I'm
real
a Twitch
quick.
streamer now. Don't worry about it.
Real quick. Nah. We're going to do it both,
now.
And you going to prosper on both. So definitely hit the like button because, Blaze over here had to do a lot of work just to get me here, so.
What's your thoughts on Final Fantasy?
I mean, I like stuff like Bayonetta, Devil May Cry. So the fact that the director, the combat director of DMC5 is involved, like that's cool to me. For me, the Final Fantasy I gravitated to that first when I played it as a kid, I felt like a complete moron. But then when I played it again as an adult, which is Final Fantasy 12, I really got into it. Like that's the Final Fantasy that resonates with me. And a lot of people hate that one because it was one of those that really it took a chance. Like Final Fantasy used to genuinely kind of experiment with different things, and I feel like they've been doing that with this game specifically. It's one of those things where if you're more into the sort of turn-based, at least 7 kind of dabbles in that. Personally, I don't like the way 7 is, but because I would prefer if they just pick a side. I could do turn-based. I love turn-based. I could do I could do action. I love action. I just prefer if they pick a side, but at least that one kind of dabbles in both. I think 16 just is awesome. Oh yeah, like 16 is absolutely it's one of those games that's like I look at everything else and it just looks boring to me. Like this is a game that genuinely you may not like the style that it's going for, but you can't deny how grandiose it is, like how it's really trying to be better than everything else. And that's what draws me to it, because it's like the first game that I look at, I'm like, this is next gen. Like for me, last gen, it was Dying Light that came out that made me say, oh, this is next gen. Like to me at that time period.
Yeah.
Now,
Facts.
Yeah, because it's like at that time there was like not that many games where you could just go anywhere that you can climb, and then like Dying Light was like, here, if you can climb it, you can get to it. Like that to me was a big deal back then. And this game, it just feels like it's a cut above the rest. It's trying to achieve great heights, you know. So it's interesting to see. It could fail in dramatic fashion, but I'd rather a game try something, you know, crazy and fail in grand fashion than to not really have tried anything, you know, interesting or different at all. So we'll see what happens.
And you know, and those are great points. And I would say, hey, give me your thoughts on the 30 FPS thing. But like, you know, when somebody like gets jumped and you're watching the video, like, God damn, why are you still kicking him, bro? He's on the ground.
No, we can kick Xbox some more. Go ahead, Cass.
You know what, man? It's one of those things where I just
come on, kick him.
I think back to the 360 days
Same.
when I used to be excited for like an Xbox release, and now you just don't really get that feeling anymore. It's like I'm just willing to settle. And with Redfall, am I gonna try it on my Xbox with Game Pass? Yes, but it's just settling. Like I don't take Xbox very seriously anymore. I hope that they get their shit together. If they do get their shit together, I'll be excited for it, you know? But
Right.
it just seems like it's more of the same. We're gonna have a lukewarm oatmeal with Xbox per usual, when you know it could have been at least, you know,
But
it could have at least been Applebee's, bro.
Yeah, and by the way, if you're still going to Applebee's and paying like, bro, Applebee's is dog. I went there like a couple months ago. That was like horrible food, bro. I'm like,
Bro, I haven't been
this
to
shit-
Applebee's in years, but
Bro, they fell off so hard, dog.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
hard, bro. Listen, I just don't understand. Like you said, you used to get excited for the 360. Like,
Yeah, man.
you know, you buy a console. You know, when you bought that console, like, good things would come in. Xbox, like, listen, man, if it comes to peripherals and controllers and fucking, you know, when it comes to custom consoles, like, yeah, they kill it, bro. They kill it on every department that really actually fucking matters. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Oh, look at they got Apple packaging. Like, all that shit's cool. And it means, you know, it means a lot when you're unboxing it. It's cool. But it's the point I'm trying to make is, bro, the games is what fucking matters. The games is what's going to push your fucking console. You know, the games is what's going to push your service that you fucking keep throwing in our face constantly. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I get like, do you know I get offered Xbox Game Pass on Keymailer at least every 3 months? Like, I get like a key notification and it's Game Pass.
Bro, you gotta send that my way, baby.
But but you know what it is? I stopped accepting it. I stopped like taking. There's game. I'll show you right now, bro. I got like 5-6 games, but I'm not accepting it because if I accept it, I have to coverage it, and they got rid of the Twitter coverage where I used to like just write a little tweet and like a little video and I'd be done. But now I have to actually play the game. I'm like, yeah, I'm not killing mine because if you don't cover a game, they'll kill your name. You know, they're like, all right, red flag. He ain't covering games. Don't send him shit. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't want your game, bro. Fuck it.
Oh, so it's better to not accept it?
Yeah, unless I want it. Like Redfall, we'll see. I put in for Redfall. Hopefully Xbox gives me Redfall. But I doubt it because I don't live in Canada and I don't have a lot of subs. So was that a shot? No, man, maybe not.
Nah, there you go.
Shout out to Kobe. Nah, that's my brother, bro. I'm just busting.
Shame.
Listen, okay, what is Jay Gott talking about here? Let me
What's
find
he say?
Can BitCloud? I know BitCloud pays attention to this shit. Or
well, he's talking about FF12 playing more like. No, he's right. Oh, did you guys talk to Senator requesting? Oh yeah. That was about because you know the whole situation where Sony was trying to block the Activision merger. Essentially, Xbox called to attention the fact that they'd be paying for
exclusive deals,
third-party exclusivity deals, and they were like, yeah, that's actually weird. Why don't you show us, like, you know, they were basically trying to get Sony to show their all of the games that they've blocked from coming to Xbox by paying the developer money for it. I don't know if that's actually going to go through and this information is actually going to come out and become public, but that was like a thing that was being talked about, yeah.
Okay, but what Xbox needs to understand is blocking a game, saying, hey, we're the lead platform, fuck with us.
I think it's way worse than what Xbox is doing. I think it's way worse.
How? Because
you don't own the company. You don't get to. You shouldn't have to get a say in what they do. If Microsoft buys the company, you can't tell them what to do. They own the company.
That's a fair point, but I'm just looking at it from like impact.
Just because you can't buy the company, it's just a matter of you being not as rich as Microsoft, so you don't get to play by their rules.
No, you got a point. What I'm saying is like just like that, like, oh, you stopped fucking I'm trying to think of a random third-party game, whatever. Let's just say Far Cry from going at, like, I'm just saying, like, I'd rather have Call of Duty being a multi-plat game and doing what it does than you stopping a bullshit third-party game that I really probably don't care about anyway. You know what I mean? Like all these third-party deals that Sony gets, and you know, that's what Sony does. Like Sony gets ready, like, hey, we don't got nothing for this month. Let's make a deal with this developer and have their game be exclusive to us for the year or for that fucking whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, that's cool for that. I'm just saying, what's more impactful, Call of Duty or, you know, 5 or 6 random third-party games that we got to play early?
Definitely, you know, Call of Duty, but again, that's simply because of the money discrepancy here, because Microsoft has a bigger wallet to play with. They can pull off these bigger moves. It's not unfair. It's just business.
I just feel like when it comes to these deals, it's up to the people, to the companies that create said product. What they want to do with their product is really up to them. It really does end up sucking for gamers on that front. It's not something that I advocate for them to, you know, make deals to take games away from other platforms. I don't like that concept, but I do believe in the concept of ownership, and the owner of said product should be allowed to do whatever they want to. If Sony does happen to approach, you know, said company and be like, hey, we'll give you this load of money, you know, make sure that this is exclusive to our platform. It's, you know, the person, the company that has that product that should have, you know, the say in it. It's theirs, you know. It's one of those things where I don't like it, but the basic concept of self-ownership, I have to abide by that.
Jay God says I'm looking at it wrong. Listen, why, if I'm Final Fantasy 16, why would I want to put myself on Xbox? Let's be real. Like, first of all, let's just say Final Fantasy 16 is dropping day and date, PlayStation and Xbox. You know, it is what it is, bro. You know where the majority are going to play it, 1. Okay. 2, Xbox would definitely try throwing like, oh, this got to be on Game Pass. Oh, we need this on Game Pass. You know they would be doing that. And if it's not on Game Pass, are these Xbox guys really going to go out and buy a game because they haven't bought a full price game in fucking 5 years?
I mean, like, it's one of those things where Square Enix is very unhappy with Xbox's sales even before Game Pass existed. So imagine how unhappy they are, like, you know, with Game Pass having been implemented. You know, like I said, a company has to decide.
So I'm sure they actually were happy with Game Pass.
You think so? Look at Outriders.
They put a bunch of their games on.
Yeah,
well, I think they're willing to deal with like small titles going to Xbox and Game Pass because like that's, you know, small money at stake. When it comes to their bigger games, you know, they might be a little bit more touchy on that subject because, you know, they have more to lose.
I think the Square Enix games not saying on an Xbox thing is partly they're
is it a culture thing, Meds? Like
you have it's partly their own fault, because if you fail to cater to a certain audience, obviously they're not even able to support you, right? And then if you happen to come around and give them 1 or 2 things, they may or may not support it because you weren't supporting them before. So why should they reciprocate? You understand?
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying making sense?
Yeah.
Like, why should I buy this one game that you're putting on here, Square Enix? For example, like the way that they put Octopath on Xbox and they didn't put the sequel on there. Why should I support this when I don't know if the sequel's coming? Or maybe you just put part 2 on here and you didn't put the one that came before it, like they did on PlayStation with same game, Octopath. They put Octopath 2 on PlayStation, but not Octopath 1. Like, the inconsistency with Square Enix is so prevalent on Xbox, where it's like, if you're an Xbox guy, like, why should you even support them? Like, they put that Final Fantasy 7 prequel PSP game on the Xbox, but they didn't put the remake on there. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
It's like it's just one of those things where it's less to lose if they do a port of, you know, a PSP game. So they do these things, and Capcom is a little more notorious of this, where like they'll do like a remaster and then release it just to see if people are digging it. Like Onimusha, which I guess I'm one of the few that ended up buying that on PS4 because we haven't seen any Onimusha since the remaster drop, so that's a thing. But with Square, it just seems as though they've kind of just fallen back when it comes to like the American market in some sense. Obviously, they still bring their games to America thankfully, but they sold away like, you know, their games that are kind of cater more towards, you know, the West, and
I
it
feel like
just
this
seems
game
like
caters. I think 16 caters a lot to the West.
yeah, I think that it does do it meshes like East and West in a way that doesn't come off cornballish like Forspoken did. Like I think that they managed to do that in a way that actually, you know, feels right and cool. So, you know, it does suck that it is exclusive, because overall I would like as many people as possible to, you know, experience what
Wait, is
I
Square
think is
struggling?
possibly a great game.
Square is definitely struggling. Their games are
Okay.
not selling well.
Okay, because
Yeah.
somebody said, "Oh, so." But my thing is, bro, I'm
Their last
telling you.
their 2023 releases were a lot of them like flopped.
Okay, but I don't think 16 is gonna flop, bro.
No, that's not gonna flop.
No,
That's
it's
definitely
not.
not gonna flop.
It's not. And like, okay, you bring it on Xbox, bro. I think Square's looking at it like, bro, like we made games exclusive on your box before, bro. Y'all didn't fuck with it. I'm telling you. Like they're just going based off history. Like there was exclusive Final Fantasy games on Xbox, and y'all didn't fuck with it.
You know, Square might be in an ugly situation because it seems like a lot of the decisions that they're making are more for the short term than for the long term, and that could definitely signify some issues at Square. And given they've been unhappy with a lot of their releases, but personally, when it comes to Square Enix games, there's some like Square Enix games that are interesting. They're like, you know, AA tier. A lot of them came to Switch that I've personally been interested in, but they just come off as a bunch of $40 games that they have at $60, like Dragon Quest Treasure, Harvestella. Like those games look interesting to me. It's things that I would like to play, but I just can't really justify like AA games outright getting like the AAA price point. They just seem to be a little bit extra for no reason. So
And you know what? Because somebody said Ubisoft is struggling. This is why you see companies.
Yeah.
This is why you see companies releasing Far Cry fucking 19. You know what I mean? Because they know that they can rely. Bro, Assassin's Creed, y'all can hate on all you want, but it's gonna sell really well.
Every time it's huge.
Every time it's gonna sell like cake. So you guys can get mad at it. You guys can say it's the same shit, cool. But again, they have to rely on their bread and butter, bro. That's the thing. Like, and like I know like people like Blaze, this shit like Splinter Cell out there. Like, what are they doing? Like, yeah, there are a bunch of IPs, a bunch of companies can rely and go back to that they choose not to, right? But
yeah,
I think it's important that listen. The thing with Final Fantasy is it's coming. It's on PlayStation. If you want to play that shit, you know what I mean, buy a PS5, bro. That's it. Like honestly, because y'all ain't gonna support it anyway, bro. You're not. If you're
wait
an
till
Xbox
it comes
guy,
to PC.
Or wait till it comes to PC. Even better, because you'll probably have the best experience.
Yeah, I mean, you know, honestly, we're seeing like a lot of companies in some ugly places financially, and it's only gonna get worse from here, guys. They had such a huge boom during the COVIDs, and now we're post COVIDs, and now we're in the middle of recession. That doesn't seem to be getting better. COVIDs. But expect a lot of companies to do a lot of sleazy shit to get by, because they're not seeing any numbers that they saw, you know, 3 years ago. It's not going to be that way. It's only going to get worse. So prepare for what comes to that.
And more
it's not going to benefit us. It's not going to benefit us, sadly. So
I didn't know Microsoft fucking is like the biggest employer of fucking Washington.
They are. They're the biggest company in the state of Washington. And expect more consolidation. More companies are going to get snatched up because companies that are in a better financial position are going to snatch up these companies who are struggling. Yep. And this Square Enix shit, it's honestly their fault. Like Square Enix dropped like 7 games or 8 games last year, and they dropped them all within like a 3 or 4 month period. Like they didn't that's a dumb way to release your games. For real. Like people who are fans of these kinds of games are usually like it's a niche genre, right? So like, and people have a limited budget every month. Yeah, it's like
have limited like games that are like 30 to 90 hours long, releasing like every fucking month. Like, give me a break.
Yeah, because exactly, it's not even about the money, even though money is a factor, but also time. People don't have all the time in the world. You can't drop a 90-hour RPG and then expect them to buy the next 90-hour RPG 3 weeks later. It's not happening.
Yep.
So yeah, Square Enix shot themselves in the foot with this, honestly, and it looked like they were trying to do it so they could cram like the fiscal year results, because every quarter is they look like they were trying to stack a quarter to make the fiscal year look better, but they fucked up, man.
I
And all their
think
games fucking
Square
flopped.
Enix is Insomniac before the acquisition. Like PlayStation knows, like PlayStation. I don't think PlayStation's even pressed on buying Square because that relationship is to the point.
Why
where,
why buy the cow if you're getting the milk for free?
Facts.
My point exactly.
They're only dropping their games on PlayStation anyway. There's no reason to buy them.
So Capcom will be the big purchase.
And listen, I'm telling you right now, if I'm PlayStation, I'm dumping my whole dick into Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Capcom's up for sale because Capcom is not one of these companies that's in financial turmoil.
Yeah, but
Capcom
guess what?
is in its strongest position it's been in years.
You're right. But guess what? What else has Capcom been doing? Leaning on remakes. Once these remakes dry out, then what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna say
You remake the remakes. You remake the remakes, baby.
Stop.
Sony just did it. Sony just did it.
Don't do that.
Hey, I'll take a Mega Man Legends remake. I will simp for that shit. Like, yo, there's so many lost, like, or forgotten IPs of forgotten games at Capcom that they could dip into that a lot of us would say, even the ones that are sick of remakes, sick of that shit. Personally, I'm not, it's a case-by-case basis, but people that are sick of remakes, there's some old games that Capcom has laying dormant that if they said, oh, we're doing a remake of this, the ones that are sick of the remakes will come out of the woodworks.
Okay.
They'll sit for it.
Okay, and Capcom has so many games to remake. So because I feel like their Resident Evils are drying. You know what I mean? They could do Code Veronica.
But they can then remake the entire Devil May Cry series. They can remake a lot of stuff, dude.
They can. Mega Man Legends
2,
do a Mega Man Legends 3.
They can reinvest into Mega Man, bring Mega Man back.
Was Insomniac before the purchase, or Bungie before the purchase? Were they in turmoil?
They weren't in trouble.
No.
The people who are in trouble were the people Microsoft are buying.
Okay, so my thing is, why is that like? Oh, that's taboo. Like they're not gonna buy them. They're doing fine. Like that's what I'm.
Yeah, but they also weren't doing the best ever. Capcom is doing their best ever right now.
Right. Okay.
I mean, realistically, nothing is off the table. Anything could happen, realistically speaking.
Yeah.
But we just have to think what is the most likely. And right now, it just doesn't seem like Capcom is a likely pickup. But you never know. Crazy.
Dino Crisis, Dead Rising. But see, I feel like, I don't want to piss nobody off, but I feel like Capcom's like, yeah, we fuck with Sony. But you know what, Xbox, here's this fucking bullshit ass zombie game here. We got you, bro. I swear to God, I feel like that's how it looked, bro. Like,
they've given a lot of exclusive games to Xbox in the past with the Dead Rising series.
Look, they got Darkstalkers, Dino Crisis, Breath of Fire, which is one I wish would come back because that kind of missed me because I'm kind of I was young. They could do a remake of Okami. People would simp for that shit real quick. They got a lot in the bag.
They have a lot. And they're working on a Dragon's Dogma sequel, I think. Like they've got a lot of like low key franchises that weren't the biggest hits, but okay. They're Dragon's Dogma.
That's a little gem, bro. That's definitely like a game people don't really bring up too much. But I feel like that got remastered, didn't it?
And honestly, even though people aren't like dying for this because these games weren't the best received, they can do 5 and 6 over and make them right this time. Like people will buy these games because they're gonna sell them off the promise of we know 5 and 6 weren't your favorites. We're gonna do them right this time, and they can do it again, bro.
Well, I guarantee you, actually, they will remake 5 and 6. I guarantee you. Like it's not only the next number up, but it just makes sense. But it literally is the next number up.
And 6 is actually the highest selling Resident Evil game. A lot of people don't know that, but it is.
Yeah?
Yeah. 6.
Yep. Even Resident Evil 4 remake didn't outsell RE6.
Bro, 6 was like, I played it and I thought it was
terrible.
cool.
It's the worst Resident Evil game. It's the worst one.
Terrible camera angle, everything.
I told my best friend. I told my best friend Blake, I'm like, yo, because he's a huge RE fan, but he was like, yo, I was all in on RE6 and it turned out to be a giant pile of shit. I'm like, damn, Capcom had y'all suckered because the amount of sales for that game is crazy.
I remember I worked at GameStop when this game came out, and it's funny because it actually came out the same exact day as Dragon's Dogma, which everybody was shaking their heads like, why would you release 2 games the same day, Capcom? Anyway.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did.
What
Dude,
the
I'm
fuck?
telling you, I was working that day that it came out, and nobody bought Dragon's Dogma that day, bro. Everybody bought Resident Evil 6. And it's funny because the next few weeks was just me hearing back from customers talking about how much they hated Resident Evil 6, and the few people that bought Dragon's Dogma were loving it. So, but anyway, dude, Resident Evil 6 was sold off the promise that everybody was in it. We had Chris in it. We had Leon in it. We had all the classic characters were all in the game, and that's why
I remember
it
watching a
sold so
tech
much.
demo on that too, and it looked impressive. I remember why, like, they're like, go watch the Resident Evil 6 like showcase of that. Like, it didn't look like a final release. I'll tell you that it didn't. But it's just it's interesting. Listen, this shit is interesting to see where it's gonna go and who, who's gonna acquire who, because that's just a new game, right? It's like the rush to acquire the best developers.
I think that's the shame of it all. I think this is the least interesting gaming has ever been. It's not really about the games.
Yeah,
it's just about motherfuckers on Twitter who can't wait for the next buy up so they can act like they got shares in Sony and act like they won something, or the same thing on the Xbox side.
That's true.
Like, that shit is lame to me. I just want to play games. I want to be excited for games. I don't feel like there's not really that many, announcements as of late. Like, I just want to be excited for games. So whenever this whole deal is over, so that we can have PlayStation showcases that show off shit, and they can actually, not appeal to their investors, entirely, and start appealing to us as gamers, I would appreciate that, Sony, because I think they're capable of a lot, but I'm just bored of my PlayStation 5 right now. Xbox, they're still trying to figure out how to release not like games that are complete day one. So hey, at least they have a release schedule. That's
you own an Xbox?
That's better than last year. I do. I don't even have an HDMI port hooked up to it. It just collects dust.
What Xbox do you own?
Series X.
I
go all in every generation. I go all in. Hoping that each console will impress me in some way, shape, or form. Because I just want every access to every game whenever it comes out.
But last time I played my Xbox, Meds, you remember? If you have good memory.
I remember we played Halo 5 together. You're gonna need to boot that Xbox back up because we need to finish Halo 5, brother.
I'm down to finish Halo 5,
bro. Can we please do it, bro? Like, come on, bro.
No, I'm definitely down, bro. It's the one Halo game that's like eluded me.
Yeah, and then we can co-op Halo Infinite, bro.
Can you do that?
Yeah, it has co-op now.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
People like to say it doesn't have co-op, but that's because they said that they wouldn't put out the local co-op. It doesn't have couch co-op, but it has co-op online now.
Listen, bro, if you're complaining about couch co-op nowadays, bro, like
it's a valid complaint.
It's always been.
I mean, here's the thing: they guaranteed that it would be there,
because they promised,
and then they fell back on it. That's the one thing that's like that's a big negative.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Don't guarantee anything.
Opening your mouth. This is why. Like,
that's why exactly. That's exactly what I was saying before. Xbox keeps shooting themselves in the foot because they keep making promises that they end up not keeping. Yeah. Don't
that's
say shit. Have people not expect nothing, and then when you come out with anything, they're impressed, bro. Right. Why were for the most part? Why were people hyped about Hi-Fi Rush? It's because it was a brand new, good quality game that came out of nowhere.
And it was good. It worked day one. I had the PC port. It's one of the few PC ports that came out this year that actually worked day one, 0 issues. Like, it's sad that it's a rarity.
You know what the problem is with that though? What's the developer name of that studio?
That was Tango.
Tango Gameworks.
Now I gotta listen to fucking Gas from Game On Daily suck off Tango games.
But Tango's also never made a bad game.
Yeah, they make consistently.
Didn't they say that about Arcane?
Yeah, but it's true about Tango too, bro. Tango
what
if they made
they
made Evil Within Dead, Evil Within 1 and 2. They made
okay, I got
Tokyo.
Ghostwire
2 was a little.
They made Ghostwire Tokyo, and they made Hi-Fi Rush. Those are all.
They made Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so they have made a bad game. All right, guys.
No, that's a good game too, bro.
That game is fucking dog shit, bro. Fuck out of here.
I haven't heard nobody that played that game say it was whack.
Yeah. No, it's a solid game.
It's a solid game if you're fucking live in LA on the streets of Compton and you like throwing up gang signs to shoot.
That's you hate it, bro. Bro, that the gang sign shit makes it cool. Like I like that whole gang sign.
Bro,
shit.
that is not satisfying combat to me. But Evil Within, I will fucking praise that all.
But
day.
it made me feel like I was Zenyatta in Overwatch. You ever play Overwatch as Zenyatta and he's just fucking sending shit with his fans? Like
I think
I
it's
like
disrespectful to compare it to Overwatch, but hey.
I'm just saying I like the hand
Yeah,
stuff.
you're disrespecting Overwatch.
Cool. I like the hand stuff. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's the other way around, but sure, it's your podcast, bro.
Overwatch is a good game, man.
Hell no, it's not.
What?
It started out a good game. It started out a good game.
You know what's funny? We never talked about Overwatch. You guys don't like Overwatch?
Hell no.
I liked it when it first dropped.
Yeah, me too. I got over it eventually and I stopped playing it. But like, it's not because it suddenly became a whack game. I was just over it. Like, you're gonna say Overwatch was whack? Come on.
So here's the thing. I attribute. It's kind of sad that I have a disdain for Overwatch, or just honestly, generally Activision at this point, because like, you know, not to be a downer, but like when Overwatch came out, that was literally when my grandmother was in the process of sadly passing away, which took about like 2 weeks. So I just obsessively played that game just to deal with my situation. And I do it, you know, I'm thankful to that game because that shit got me through like arguably the worst part of my life. But you know, playing that game for a while, they would do updates that just fucked up the entire balancing. They kept changing the rules of what character you could play when, and then it fucked the queue ups because there was like people that wouldn't play the specific, I guess, support characters or whatever. So it'd take you forever to queue. It's like, what are you guys doing? Like, you just take the fun out of the game because you want to be dickheads and do stupid shit. And then whenever Activision, you know, it's just icing on the cake when Activision would have some sort of scandal behind the scenes. We won't get into the details of that they would just be like, oh, hey, you know, forget about this whole scandal that needs to be addressed and that's sus as shit. Our character that you've been playing for a while is gay as hell. Support that. Support that. Ignore everything else over here. All the assault allegations, all that shit. This new character, or this character you've actually been playing as for over, 5 years, is gay.
Okay, and that's my thing right there. Why the fuck do I need to know unless you have a story narrative-driven game, why do I need to know that this fucking, you know what I mean? That's my thing, bro. I don't get it. Like,
well, because a lot of these people think that, by doing this, that they're somehow making the world a better place, when it's just, you're just sitting on your ass creating lore for a video game, and no child that is dying of starvation was saved. So if that makes you sleep good at night, so be it. But your activism is worthless when it really matters most. So.
It's all worthless, man. All this activism by all these corporations is worthless, man. When everything is all fucking rainbow colored for June, come on, man.
Bro, I don't listen. I am not listen. If you like vagina, or you like dick, or you like, I don't care what. I got no problem with that. Do your shit, bro. I'll never block my blessings. Matter of fact, if you need a dick pic and you gay out there, I'll send it to you, bro. Real fact. The thing I'm trying to tell you is, I don't understand why that shit is necessary in a multiplayer game. I never understood that. It is what it is. Like, I get there's got to be some sort of bio and backstory to the character you're playing. They can't just be a fucking character. I get that. But it is what it was like bad timing by them to throw that shit out. But shit, man. Yeah, that's all I fucking got, bro. I'm about to dip the fuck out of here.
Wait, we out of here? Because Max Holloway's about to fight. You know that, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the clock and I'm looking at the stream. So,
yeah. Like Maxie baby, he's about to. What happened to Big Cloud?
Bro, Big Cloud's been ever since Cage joined. He's been disinterested, man. Some sort of thing I don't get, man. Maybe he got some problem with you kids.
Hey, man, we could take it out back. We could put on the boxing gloves, have a straight up match. It's all good.
Nah, we can settle this in undisputed, baby. We can settle this in undisputed. That's what we.
I sent you that shit. I definitely need to knock you out tonight.
Bro, I've been hitting you up to play games for like the weeks, and you don't answer me, bro.
You have
not.
Cut it off.
Bro, everybody, Blaze is always acting like, oh, this man Mads is never around. Bro. This man don't answer my texts. I invite him to play. He buys me a game so we can play together. He don't answer my request to play with him, bro. This guy, and then he blames me for it. This guy's insane,
not true.
People.
That's not true. Medj hasn't been like a gamer in Discord for like a year or 2?
In Discord.
listen. I don't just show up in game anymore. You have to schedule gaming with me because I'm
that's
busy.
Crazy, bro.
I'm busy. I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of work. I'm hustling, and like there's a lot of people's wives out there who need servicing.
Bro, you're a dirtbag for that, bro. You ever look at? Hold on, can I ask you something? You ever go in the house and like you see the picture of them like hugging, smiling, like, and you just
bro,
like,
the other day
on,
I was
bro.
I was in the middle of it, and she has like the smartwatch on, and I see it go off, and it says "babe," and I'm like, oh dear, oh dear.
That's tough. That's tough.
This is
And then you just got right back to it, right?
No, we continued. You know, she muted it because it was making noise, so she muted it. And
Low key,
we
if
carry
that's
on.
me in that situation, I'm like, yeah, you dirty little bitch. Let's go. Like that shit. That shit might.
Listen, I'm not the one in the relationship. That's between you and God.
All right.
You know.
Specs.
Yo,
so,
but man,
gaming, man. I love gaming. Yo, I beat a game.
Tell me.
It's Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins on the Nintendo Switch Game Boy library. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They dropping them classics on there. Y'all better
You
play
get an
those.
achievement for that?
No, I did not, unfortunately.
So how do I know you really beat it?
I can send you a screenshot.
I can get a screenshot offline.
That's true. You know what? That's true. That's
a problem.
I have no evidence that I beat this game. I have no evidence that I beat
Isn't
this
that
game.
sad though? That's what Nintendo doesn't understand.
No, that's one thing that I hate about Nintendo. That's one thing that Nintendo has to get their shit together on because I need achievements. And honestly, it's not just because like I'm some sort of achievement whore. Honestly, like sometimes I care about achievements. Most of the time I don't. But we need receipts for the games we play. Period.
All right.
I want receipts.
I appreciate.
And also, like,
go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, like, that's how we prevent the frauding in the community. Listen, best believe people, if I was on this podcast and trophies weren't a thing, I'd be like, oh yeah, I totally play Resident Evil. I'd be frauding my ass off people, but I can't do that because.
Oh, so that's what you're doing right now, huh?
No, I'm not.
That's facts.
You can't get away with it. But that's why I tell
Nintendo,
people, I haven't been playing games lately because I can't prove it that I have. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people that back in the days used to fraud forever, man, and these trophies stopped them. So Nintendo trophies,
nobody. They still be frauding.
No. If you private your account, you're a fraud and you don't play games. my shits is fucking public, and you know for a fact that I haven't been playing games, and I admit it.
Hey, at least you admit it, bro. Fuck it. At least you
kept
it.
Yo,
what are you sipping on? I've been
all
like
in on
matching
Fortnite.
brew for brew, bro. What is that?
I just almost died, bro. What the fuck?
What beer are you drinking?
This is Dogfish Head 60-minute IPA.
It's an IPA. I've been on my IPAs lately too. Well, you know, I'm a Modelo guy. Cage, thank you for fucking coming, bro. Thank you, seriously. Thank you for pulling up, yo. And because you always complain, it's like, bro. I try to save it. I try to save it for a good event, but you know, if you just want to hop in,
I keep the conversation interesting. Come here and throw the same
Cassie, bro.
sentiment out here.
Bro, we can't be podcasting just me and you anymore, bro.
No, we can't.
Like, if Cassie wants to pull up every Saturday, she wants to waste her time with us, let her come. Like, let's get it. Like,
no, I appreciate you. I want you. Listen, man. I want you to understand, son. Y'all go check Cage out, bro. Like, she's moving on up. She's even like opening her mouth on thumbnails now. Like, she's trying to like.
Oh yeah. No. I don't do the open mouth thing. Now I'll do the side eye. That's my go-to. I do the angry face and the side eye. Because that's how I feel all the time. I just mostly don't show it. So thumbnail is the chance that I get to show that I'm just a mean.
I'm just
bitch.
busting your balls. Listen. I'm only gonna give people like BG shit. Like, yo, BG be making the most outrageous faces. Like, you ever look at somebody playing VR and wonder what they look like? Like, that's like you're trying to like, yo, I wonder what he looks like. Like, BG be making the craziest faces, bro. But
BG's VR videos are the best.
Yo, they are. And he talks so much shit about VR, but that's a whole nother story. But please plug your channel, plug all that, please.
Oh man. Yeah, guys. So please, if you'd like to follow me on Cult Classic Cage on YouTube, or if you want to hit me up on Twitter, you're welcome to as well. Cult Classic Cage, man.
No, you're too humble about it. Go follow Cage, man.
Absolutely, you should. Dropping based content on damn near a daily basis, so definitely.
I do try to. On the road to 2K, man. It's one of those things where it's like,
that's fast. That's extremely fast.
Putting in the work, just
Bro,
having fun with it though.
I
just talk about the shit I'm interested in.
You got the drive to do it.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say to you. Don't stop doing it, bro. Just continue to upload because.
And consistency is the key, man.
It really is.
Yeah, it is. It is. Even with YouTube being as fickle as it is, it changes on a drop of a dime. The best thing to do is just keep doing your thing.
Jay Medina with the medium to large wiener. I appreciate you showing up.
It's definitely medium to large. That's exactly the way I would describe it.
See?
I'm great to be. I'm very happy to be back on the SolidCast. Happy to be having the SolidCast once again. Definitely happy to have Cassie back and Big Cloud. I haven't talked to Ryan in like a few weeks actually. So it's nice to talk to him. With all that being said, I say peace.
Hey, yes,
I don't know
sir.
if Big Cloud is there, but y'all know Big Cloud. He got RGT on Saturdays when he feels like fucking getting off his ass and actually doing something. But that's my guy, Big Cloud. I can always rely on Big Cloud, bro. He might not be reliable on himself, but I can always lean on Big Cloud and get a solid
Big
member.
Cloud taking off his earrings, taking off his weave. He getting ready to go fight.
Yeah, that's a fact. But we're gonna go chill out, enjoy our Saturday night. Y'all have a great weekend. It's probably a long weekend for a lot of you guys. Gonna have Monday off or Sunday, depending on how you work. But enjoy your weekend. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
God bless. PC Master Race.
Hell no. PlayStation is fucking God, and we run everything, as you can see by the exclusives we get. Yes.